Yakuza Law from 1969 is another Teruo Ishii trailblazer to film twisted take on Japanese genre cinema. This one laying the gauntlet down upon Yakuza movies. And if you are a fan of Ishii's abstract horror fantasy style, you will delight in the stylized violence and operatic overtures he puts upon film here with the attention-grabbing Yakuza Law. A bloody and gruesome opening montage of Yakuza maiming and killing of numerous victims opens proceedings, like unleashing a raging bull stampeding full-on into a crowd of unsuspecting people. These hapless people, fallen foul to the Yakuza Law, have eyes burnt out by the direct rays of the sun, blistering directly to the corneas, amplified 1,000-fold through a large magnifying glass. Another man is burnt and flayed upon a large rotisserie, flames fanned upward from beneath him. Witness another burned alive whilst encased in damp, drying sand. Death by drill directly embedded into the skull, and another suffering at the end of a hot poker forced into his skull. Keep the smelling salts close to hand, along with a bath bag. This is all in the opening 5 minutes, and director Teruo Ishii is just warming up. Ryotaro Otomo, Minoru Oki and Bunta Sugawara are among the stars of this full-on feature from the Toei studio. It's a trilogy of stories that tells the lore of the Yakuza over a period of hundreds of years, beginning in the Edo period, through the Taisho, right through into the more modern Showa era, setting the final segment in the 60s. This is where most Yakuza film followers and fans of the great Bunta Sugawara may well expect to see the Japanese star take his turn. But in fact he turns up in the first segment here of Yakuza Law in the period of the samurai. Sugawara's more famous turn as the street rising mobster type, rising up through the ranks to suited modern 20th century Yakuza, came a little later, and of course most famously and recognisably so during the 70s, largely working under the supreme direction of the legendary Kinji Fukasaku. Here though in Yakuza Law, Bunta Sugawara is pretty much a regular guy, but one who falls foul of the two basic rules within this early regime of the Yakuza Foundation. The rules being, one should not steal or have affairs with married women. Sugawara's inherently decent guy character gets drawn into the Yakuza world, and he ends up having to fight to survive, and is made to choose between living or losing his love. A fight and flight to escape Yakuza control plays out with bloody abandon, as swords flail and bucket loads of blood, with body part lopping sprays of the red stuff, and fights galore ensue. This is a time of rule, loyalty, honour, and intense bosses, gambling houses, prostitution, and dens of iniquity. The action and intensity here in the first segment truly sets the high standard for the whole picture. An excellent period piece setting with perfectly constructed artisan-built sets and domiciles on display, along with period-correct hairstyles and costumery, just amazing detail to behold. It is, of course, though, the free-flowing funnels of blood spurting freely and frequently, as violent outbreaks and scenes of tongues being cut out, fingers sliced off, ears cut off, eyes gouged out, that stagger the viewer beyond belief. There is, in amongst the carnage, a true code of brotherhood as well, though. But boy, what a bloody great opening this one has. The movie flows freely into the next chapter, where the later Yakuza Law here states that those who cause trouble for the boss and the Yakuza family will be expelled. Those who return will be punished. Ogata is one such long loyal Yakuza samurai who unintentionally falls foul of the law and out of favour with one of the region's head families. The families are at war, yet top man Ogata is expelled and ends up in prison for 3 years. When released, he returns only to discover that not only has his own Yakuza family disowned him, but that the other families are out to kill him. He's not sat idle though during his time of exile. He is a samurai supreme, a lethal ronin, a wandering nomad of fighting excellence and unequalled swordsmanship. The tale here plays out amidst a story of deceit, lies, feuds, and more bloody standoff challenges aplenty to further entertain. Honour and a code of decency above all shine through, but the bloody violent conclusion is worth the price of admission in what is a second chapter to more than further moisten the wet and wild bloody brilliance of the first. Chapter 3 jumps ahead into the Showa period and sets itself during the post-war period financial growth and development of the modern Yakuza. In the 1960s, flowing over clearly here into the 70s. The concluding chapter sets down the Yakuza rule that those who destroy the family organisation and those who leak secrets for whatever reason will be eliminated. And wow, are they ever set in stone serious here. Pull up a chair, sit firmly upright and be prepared for another right out of the starting blocks barrage of violence to bombard the senses. This post-war set Yakuza tale sleazing itself effortlessly into the 70s scene replaces samurai swords with guns, delivering an even more grittier style of thugs, car chases, explosions, with deliriously delivered panoramic shot scenarios from multi-shot angles, and stunning stunts of rope-swinging danger guys dangling down out of helicopters. This segment has all the blood and thunder of the first outing, but manages to deliver a crueler edge to proceedings, even more startling. Nasty scenes such as a traitor burnt face on by a hand lighter and a betrayer drug along body tearing surfaces by helicopter rope are hard to witness. This one is about the greed for Yakuza gold and how a fallen out of favour hitman is set up for the death of a Yakuza family head, who in fact is killed by his own inner family circle of people for their own gain. The hitman is though no fool and discovers the truth and turns the tables with violent retributional delivery. There's lots of nudity and gratuitous sex in this segment, and a deserving death to one dastardly rat crushed in a car disposal crusher. There are plenty of bloody and violent shootout moments as well, all done in an almost fistful of dollars styled ode to the spaghetti westerns. Yakuza Law is a breathtaking violent opera of jaw-dropping brilliance, easily delivering a 7.5 out of 10 highly adult-styled viewing entertainment card of hard-hitting, all-action, violent drama goodness. Arrow Video have once again excelled with this release. Stick around after the main feature to unwind with an array of special features, also very much worth your time. Extras include a selectable audio commentary track by Jasper Sharp, who is a writer and creator specialist in Japanese cinema and co-editor of the website Midnight Eye. Erotic, grotesque and genre-hopping is a rare vintage documentary interview with director Teruo Ishii, discussing his varied career, and has been newly edited here, especially for this Arrow Video Blu-ray release. There's also an image gallery. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully for many who do, in getting to discover this outrageously entertaining slice of Japanese hard-hitting cinema for yourselves. Sayonara for now.
Buckaroo Banzai is pure nutty fun.
Okay.
Torito.